Pogue, but that's what he had to do to get the speedy Chris Goodman in time.
Yeah, it was. He said he had to lay out, had to keep that foot on the bag. Another good job that he did there. And it was just an all-out play on both sides of that first and second base. Good job by Pogue and Garton.
1 ball and no strikes to count to the catcher, Daniel Aaron Moriel. The 1-0 runs up high, 2-0. Cottingham Beard will have to come into a hitter's count now to Moriel, who was hit by a pitch against JT Backshaw when Backshaw was still on the hill in the top of the second. Here's the 2-0. Low, trying to frame it at the knees was Reimer, but just a little too low, now 3-0.
Cottingham Beard's really going to have to go after him now. As we said, he can't get behind. He can't let those runners on base. He just has to throw a strike in there now.
That one sails up high for ball 4.
He could not throw that strike in, and they said ball 4, a 4-pitch walk. That's not something you ever want. And Sam's really going to have bounce back here. He's looked good so far. It's the first borderline mistake he's made, and he's just going to have to go after this next batter and try to get 2 if all possible.
Nick Rossetti, his hometown of Sherman, Illinois, just a couple hours away in the central part of the state. There's a ball low and away to start out the AB to Nick Rossetti, who's really been put in there as a defensive guy and then, bats at the bottom of the lineup. He grounded out to the second baseman Pogue in the second.
Yeah, he said he already grounded out once. Now would be a time for him to do it again. Said he's more of a defensive guy down there at the bottom of the lineup. Sam needs to realize that. He needs to throw his pitches at the bottom of the zone, try to get him to roll over on top of one, try to get another double play for Western.
Rossetti batting .210 this year, 1 homer and 6 runs batted in. And because of 6 straight balls that have been thrown outside of the zone, here comes the pitching coach, assistant coach for the Leathernecks, Shane Davis, to settle down Cottingham Beard.
Cottingham Beard, he's a young guy out there. This is a good team, probably the best team he's faced all year, so you really want him to settle down. You don't want him to try to do too much. You want him to just play pitch and catch with Reimer back there, try to get the job done, and just try to keep this game, as we said, one run.
More action up in the WIU bullpen. See the Leathernecks going with a left-hander right now, as that looks like for the Leathernecks, number 26, Pete Manella, who's another freshman left-hander. Something to keep an eye on in the Leatherneck bullpen. 2-0 with 1 away. A runner at first base is Moriel, who dives right back into first, as Moriel hasn't really recorded an at-bat yet. He was hit by a pitch and then walked. And here is the 2-0. Catches the inside part of the plate. Good framing by Reimer. And now a 2-1 count on Rossetti.
They said good framing by Reimer. Nice pitch there to throw it inside. As we've said multiple times, this game is how much you can do with a pitch there, and if you get the call, then that's just the best of both worlds.
The 2-1 to Rossetti, lifted in foul territory, up and over the Iowa visiting dugout. Count is now 2-2. Rossetti 0 for 1 so far today, looking to change that. This was the bottom half of the Iowa order Cottingham Beard is dealt with. The 2-2 skipped right back off of the catch screen. Count remains 2-2 as you see Rossetti trying to protect the plate now.
Yeah, he's trying to protect the plate. This is quite the battle brewing down there between the batter and the pitcher. And it's just going to be a matter of who wants it more, who can come out on top here. Is it going to be the strikeout or a ground out, or is he going to get a hit from it?
The 2-2, it's a strikeout. Got Rossetti looking. Out number 2.
Great bounce back for Sam Cottingham Beard. Just threw that one by him. The bat didn't even leave his shoulder, and the hand got thrown up.
And a look at this pitch from Cottingham Beard. That one dropped right into the outside corner and a little bit above the knees. That's a strike. Strike 3, looking for Rossetti, and that's the second time that Cottingham Beard has struck out a Hawkeye looking today.
Yeah, that's just a beautiful pitch. A breaking ball broke enough to get the bottom of the zone. And like I said, Rossetti just watched it go by. He got rung up, and a nice strikeout for Sam Cottingham Beard.
Blowing away the first offering to the number 9 hitter for Iowa, Nick Day. Day able to pick up an infield single back in the third, and he jacks this one deep to left, and it is into the trees. A home run.
There was no doubt about that one. As he said, he jacked that one. You could just hear the sound off the bat. That one was flying, and it sailed into those trees behind the outfield fence. That's an unfortunate break for Sam Cottingham-Beard. He's doing pretty good so far. He just left that one in the wrong part of the zone. Nick got crushed out to left. A 3-run game now.
We talked about it. Winds coming from the south at 20 miles per hour blowing to left field. Nick Day got a good crack at it, and then the wind did the rest of the work.